Every morning, more than 65 million American families open their back door. Their dog runs outside. A few minutes later, the dog comes back inside, but something stays behind. Almost everyone notices it. Almost nobody wants to deal with it. That tiny problem would quietly become a $300 million business. Just 1 week earlier, you weren't thinking about business. You were thinking about bills. Rent had increased. Gas prices climbed again. Your credit card balance refused to shrink. You worked 45 hours every week, yet every month, it still felt like you were falling behind. Saturday morning, you decide to clear your mind. You walk through one of the nicest neighborhoods in town. Luxury SUVs, fresh landscaping, beautiful homes worth over $1 million. Everything looks perfect until you notice what covers the lawns. Dog waste everywhere. You find it strange. These homeowners spend thousands every year landscaping, pool maintenance, house cleaning, dog grooming, but almost nobody pays someone to clean the yard. Why? Not because they enjoy doing it, because nobody asked. A homeowner opens the back gate. He sighs, looks at his overflowing backyard, then quietly tells his wife, "I wish someone would just come every week and handle this." You stop walking, because that's exactly what entrepreneurs hear when everyone else hears complaining. That night, you begin researching. More than 65 million households in America own dogs. Millions of owners work full-time. Millions travel often. Millions simply don't have time. You weren't discovering a new market. You were discovering an invisible one. You begin calculating. Weekly cleanup, $22. Twice a week, $38. No contracts, monthly subscriptions. One technician could clean 20 yards every day, 5 days a week. About 400 homes every month. The math quietly begins to work. This wasn't a Silicon Valley startup. You didn't need investors. You needed a pickup truck, professional scooping tools, buckets, heavy-duty trash bags, protective gloves, business insurance, a simple website. Total startup cost? Just under $7,000. You post inside local Facebook groups, next door, leave flyers, knock on doors. 3 days later, a retired couple books weekly service, $22. They smile with relief. For them, it isn't about the money. It's about getting their weekends back. By the end of your first month, you have 43 recurring customers, not one-time jobs, subscriptions. Every Monday, your schedule is already full. Then, a thought changes everything. You aren't in the dog waste business. You're in the convenience business, and convenience scales. 2 months after launching, your phone rings. It's a local veterinarian. One of your customers recommended your service. The veterinarian asks, "Many of our clients are busy professionals. Could we recommend your company to them?" That single partnership opens the door to hundreds of potential customers. You weren't just cleaning yards anymore. You were earning trust. Within weeks, new customers mentioned the same phrase. Dr. Miller recommended you. Then another, then another. You realize something powerful. Satisfied customers tell friends. Trusted professionals multiply that trust. Marketing becomes easier when other people tell your story. At first, you drove all over the city. Fuel costs climbed. Time disappeared. Then you changed one rule. Only accept customers within existing service routes. Soon, one truck cleaned 20 backyards without ever leaving the neighborhood. Profit quietly doubled. Your calendar becomes full. You could turn customers away or hire help. You choose growth. Your first employee spends 3 days learning. Not just how to clean, how to greet homeowners, respect pets, close every gate securely. Tiny details create loyal customers. Most service businesses blend into the background. You wanted yours to be remembered. Bright green uniforms, clean trucks, friendly logos, professional emails, simple online booking. Every interaction sends the same message: reliable, clean, easy. People begin recognizing your trucks before your name. Most small businesses wonder, will customers come back? You already know the answer. Every customer subscribes. Weekly service, automatic payment, predictable schedules, predictable income. Recurring revenue doesn't just create cash flow, it creates confidence. After 12 months, the business looks completely different. 3 employees, 1 office manager, 4 service vehicles, 870 recurring customers. Average monthly revenue, $76,000. For the first time, the company pays you more than your old career ever could. Then, another opportunity appears. Local pet stores. Every customer walking through the door already owns a dog. You offer referral rewards. The stores earn extra income. Customers discover your service. Everyone wins. Partnerships become your fastest-growing marketing channel. A homeowners association contacts you. They manage over 400 homes. Many residents own dogs. Instead of selling one customer at a time, you present one neighborhood solution. The contract is approved. One signature adds dozens of recurring customers in a single afternoon. Late one evening, you study a map of the United States. Every suburb looks familiar. Every city has dog owners. Every busy family faces the same problem. That's when you stop asking, how big can this company become? And begin asking, how many cities need the solution? That question changes your future. 3 years after cleaning your very first backyard, an entrepreneur from another state sends you an email. I've been following your business. I don't want to compete. I want to own one. He asks a question you've never considered before. Can I open your business in my city? That email changes everything. You realize the company is no longer limited by geography. Before expanding, you build something far more valuable than another truck, a system. Every task becomes documented. How to greet customers, how to sanitize equipment, how to schedule routes, how to respond to complaints. Every employee follows the exact same process. Now, quality no longer depends on you. You hire software developers. Customers book online. Routes optimize automatically overnight. Invoices send themselves. Technicians receive jobs on their phones. The company begins operating faster without hiring more office staff. Technology quietly becomes your most productive employee. Instead of opening every new location yourself, you license the system. Entrepreneurs invest their own money. They follow your brand, your training, your technology, your operating playbook. You stop selling a service. You begin selling a proven business. By now, the numbers speak for themselves. America has nearly 90 million pet dogs. Busy professionals, retirees, young families, all with one thing in common. They value convenience. You didn't create demand. You simply made life easier. Year 6, 38 franchise territories, 42 service managers, 96 branded trucks, over 22,000 recurring customers. Annual revenue, $26 million. And the most surprising number? Customer retention exceeds 89%. People don't cancel convenience. Soon, commercial clients begin calling. Luxury apartment communities, pet-friendly office campuses, retirement villages, large HOA neighborhoods. One contract now equals hundreds of residential customers. Your average sales size quietly triples.
Customers rarely meet you anymore, but they recognize the trucks, the uniforms, the logo, the professionalism. The business has become bigger than its founder. That's when you know you've built a real company, not just a successful job.
One Monday morning, 3 private equity firms request meetings. Not because your business is glamorous, because it's predictable. Recurring subscriptions, strong customer retention, franchise royalties, stable cash flow. Exactly the type of business institutional investors seek. 12 years after picking up your very first backyard, the company generates $168 million in annual revenue. EBITDA reaches $32 million. Investment bankers apply a market multiple. The valuation appears $300 million. You quietly close the presentation. Tomorrow, thousands of backyards will still need cleaning. It's strange how success works. For years, nobody asked what you were building. Then one article appears, $300 million pet service company. Suddenly, old classmates call, former coworkers reconnect. People who once laughed now ask if you're hiring. The business didn't change overnight. Their perception did. A national business magazine invites you for an interview. The reporter smiles. So, how did you discover such a brilliant business idea? You pause, then answer quietly. It wasn't brilliant. It was obvious. I simply paid attention to what everyone else ignored. The room falls silent. People still tell your story the wrong way. They built a company picking up dog waste. No, that wasn't the business. The business was reducing stress, giving families their weekends back, helping elderly homeowners, helping busy parents. The scoop was just the tool. Convenience was the product. One afternoon, you revisit your very first customer. The retired couple still lives there. The same dog, now older. The same backyard. The husband laughs. You've become famous. You smile. But you're still my Thursday morning. Some relationships become more valuable than money. Today, your company serves over 185,000 recurring customers. More than 620 branded trucks operate across America. Over 420 local business owners run franchise territories. Annual revenue exceeds $170 million. Every week, millions of dollars arrive quietly, one subscription at a time. People ask, what's your secret? They expect complicated strategies. Instead, you tell them something disappointingly simple. Find work that people hate, but need done regularly. If the problem repeats, the revenue repeats. Recurring problems create recurring businesses, and recurring businesses create extraordinary wealth. Money changed many things. You no longer worried about rent, or grocery prices, or unexpected medical bills. But the greatest luxury wasn't a bigger house. It was waking up knowing your calendar belonged to you. Freedom is the quietest form of wealth. The world teaches us to chase brilliant ideas, but history tells a different story. FedEx solved delivery. Uber solved transportation. Airbnb solved empty rooms. You solved something people stepped around every day. Extraordinary companies often begin with ordinary frustrations. So before searching for your next business idea, ask yourself one question. What problem do people complain about every single week? Not once, every week. Because the greatest businesses rarely invent demand. They quietly remove frustration. Years ago, people laughed because you picked up dog waste. Today, they study your business model in MBA classrooms. But neither reaction really matters, because the lesson was never about becoming rich.
It was about seeing value where everyone else saw inconvenience. Tomorrow morning, millions of Americans will open their back doors. Most will see another chore. Maybe one future entrepreneur will see a company. And that's how the next great business quietly begins.